Hi guys, it's Salem, and this is Mew2King, and today we're going to talk about Piranha Plant. First, we're going to talk about Piranha Plant's accomplishments, which is mostly just carried by Brood. In the past, like, maybe half a year ago after Plant came out, but this is even before Plant was buffed, so this is, like, extra good of an accomplishment because of that. Brood got second at a Big Japan tourney to Abadongo. He defeated Kameme, the Mega Man, and he defeated Shuton's Almar, and he defeated some really good Zero Suit Samus player, and he also defeated a bunch of other really good players. Brood has a lot of different accomplishments, and pretty much his accomplishments, even before Plant was buffed, showed that the character could be really good, even before this point. So Best Ness's Piranha Plant actually defeated MkLeo's Lucina online very recently with a score of 3-0. And this wasn't just some normal match, it wasn't just some normal friendly, this is a $10,000 tournament. And I think it was like, was it a top 8 match?
I believe
16.
so.
It was like top 8, top 16 match, but it was for a substantial money difference. So it's not like it doesn't count for anything. I mean, obviously it's online, so everyone can be like, okay, well, it's online. Very different meta, and that's true. And obviously it doesn't count nearly as much as offline. However, you know, online meta, especially with the way today is, the way 2020 is going, online might be an important meta. So being good online could actually matter for like the first time in like ever. Normally, being good online doesn't really matter because all turns like in person, but like nowadays it's kind of like switching. So you know, being good, a character being good online or a player being good online is starting to actually like be important. You can get like some prize money, and who knows how long this will last. So this is like interesting and maybe pretty decently important to talk about, much more than it's ever been in the past at least.
MkLeo said that he was going to use Lucina and Joker this tournament. I mostly only saw Lucina because the tournament before, Leo was using like Violet or something, but apparently he was like, okay, I'm going to try. So here we are. He tried, and Wi-Fi is kind of too powerful for even the best player in the world.
I don't know if I'd word as Wi-Fi is too powerful for the best player in the world, or more like Leo's extra nerfed online, and Leo's characters are also not that great online. Like Joker, so especially base Joker, is like substantially worse offline. And I see Leo, like, well, I've watched the set of versus Best Ness, and he does a lot of offline strategies, like trying to react to certain situations, and just
do that.
You can't do that online. And yeah, that's really good for in person, and obviously being the best player in the world at in-person events is the most important thing. But while the stuff that's good on Wi-Fi is unfortunately a lot more. You want to like scrubby spam defensive options and runaway tactics. Like there's no real reacting, so that it's kind of less deep, and it's more about, okay, I'm Plant. I'm just gonna let shot Nair every time and then take center and just do the spike ball to do trades and just do things that beat impatience and stuff like that. Yeah. Where Leo's trying to play like reaction and off stage optimal play. And he has the habits that are designed around that. So in the Best Ness versus MkLeo match, I feel like Leo really didn't know the matchup, and I think during the set on his stream, he was even saying how he doesn't really know what to do.
I already
know
that. Everyone
there's
could tell.
Quite a few things, especially like a lot of, I can name a lot off memory. First off, Plant, he does the lead chop Nair a lot, and if the Nair hits Leo, then it's like you get from 0, you get a Nair into dash grab, and then you can down throw fair, which is a combo, and then he always DIs away and then lands on the Pokemon Stadium platform, and then he just Best Ness always runs under the platform and does neutral B. And then it hits for like 17.5 damage, and then Leo DIs in and then gets double jump fair. Every single possible micro interaction there that Leo could have possibly done wrong against the Best Ness's strategy against him went in Best Ness's favor and against Leo's favor.
It was a whole combo video for no reason.
Like every single interaction and habit he had was literally just the worst possible outcome in all of those scenarios that I just named out loud.
But to be fair, he did get up attack when he landed on the platform. And the crowd was just like, okay, get up attack should protect me. I should hold in.
So while maybe you shouldn't go to Pokemon Stadium in the same matchup 3 times in a row after you lose it the first 2 times.
Yes.
Especially when the second game was like 2-stock 50%.
He could have went anywhere else.
Like I feel like he doesn't have to be like, okay, let me just. I just lost Lucina vs. Plant on Pokemon Stadium. I just lost Lucina vs. Plant on Pokemon Stadium again by a much bigger margin. Maybe I should do a different stage or a different matchup, or just even if you want to stay the same character, go like Smashville. You get them off stage faster. Just literally anything. Literally anything.
Town,
FD, so that you don't land on the platform and get hit with the spike ball over and over, because he got hit on the platform.
But it's likely that got banned. But
there's every other option would have been better. Pokemon.
Yeah.
A lot of the campy characters want to use Pokemon, and that platform was really screwing him over.
Yeah.
Also, every time he was off stage, he just got hit by down B. And so like the first match and a half. Like, he got hit by down B so many times for edge guards. He adapted later with like the air dodge in, but he got hit like 2 or 3 times just by down B edge guards because he would just fall in a straight line.
He doesn't know what Piranha Plant is.
Yeah, I know. he could have done the melee air dodge. He could have did the brawl smash 4 air dodge, like the neutral air dodge. He could have done any type of air dodge.
Any mix-up.
Any type of air dodge, and it would have avoided it. Because he's just covering in case Lucina just falls in a straight line, which Leo did, or Lucina just falls and does the fair, and he got hit by that every single time. So those were some, and there were times he traded with the spike ball. Spike ball comes out on frame 8, by the way. It exists starting on frame 8 for trades, but it hits starting on 9. So you could say it's frame 8 or 9 depending on the argument. But Piranha Plant wants to trade there, and Piranha Plant's pretty heavy, and that spike ball does, again, like around 17.5 damage.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're pretty much losing if you're trading with that, so you don't want to, like, you want to attack at, like, a sideways angle where that's not a thing.
That's
yeah,
definitely not a thing.
I definitely saw a lot of, like, lead chop nair into down throw fair, land on the platform, run under, hit him with the spike ball, and then he DIs in, and then he gets it with a forward air back there, and that same flow chart, and then he wasn't air dodging to recover. I say that saw the same flow chart so many times, and those are some, in my opinion, some of the most major mistakes Leo made. So if he was to ever rematch in that matchup versus that player, those are the things to keep in mind.
It's a different stage. Don't hold in.
Yeah, don't go to do the same stage in the same matchup after
Neutral
the first
air dodge.
Yeah, any type of air dodge recovery.
Any type of air dodge.
Don't get hit by lead chop nair. Just up he had a shield. Oh, and there was a time, like, in the beginning when he was charging the down B on plant on the ground. Leo, like, he could have just rolled behind him or held shield to block the move and then do, like, a forward air out of shield or something. What he did is drop shield early and then try to hit him with side B, and then Piranha Plant just traded with it, and Leo got 3 damage out of that. Leo could have got a guaranteed block or a roll behind into a guaranteed punish.
Or he could have used counter.
No. Like, that's the two
Yes.
things, I recommend the 2 things I said. Or he could have up dash shield.
The counter.
He could also up it. He literally just was shielding, and then what's Piranha Plant going to do? Stop, cancel his down B, and then grab you? He can't. Nope. The moment he's committed to that situation, there's no reason to drop shield early.
Yeah.
You might as well do a quick option at shield, like up B or roll, or you keep shielding and take the forward out of shield.
Yikes.
There's just a lot of situations where I saw, like, Leo's, like, juggles platform stuff, and, like, when he tried to hit with down airs and stuff, like, he's just doing offline timing. He's messing up a lot because of the huge Mexico lag.
Mexico lag. Oh,
whatever,
my
you know
God.
what I mean. Well, yeah, those are some of the most major stuff that I think was a big factor. Some of Piranha Plant's strengths, particularly online, is that he has heavy weight, but he's also really good at the trades. So if you try to jump at him with when he does the neutral B, as I said, it does over 17 damage. Even if you hit him with an aerial, it's almost always in Plant's favor, because that's a lot of damage, not to mention Plant will probably be heavier than you. So it's even extra good damage when considering that. And then you get extra good position because you're probably not hitting him as hard as he's hitting you, so he gets better position after that in addition. You could do, like, he's very good at beating, like, impatience, like with the poison. Like, there are times that you just throw out poison and hope they get impatient, when a lot of times you can literally just wait it out. And a lot of the time, Plant's just hoping you're impatient. Not always, but a lot of the time. And the down B, you can't grab out of it, so you're committed to the attack. So if you're close range, you could, as I said, just roll behind, up beat a shield, or just block it and go for a punish, or you just block it and just accept that you're not getting a punish and just reset neutral patiently. A lot of Plant strategies is literally just to outpatient you, so you can just be patient back, basically. And online, obviously being heavy and hitting hard and going for trades, these are all things that benefit online, so that means they benefit Plant too. And you also has a down throw fair, and then, as I said, very commonly in that set, down throw fair, hit him to the platform, and then just run under platform, just press the B button, and hope they DI in from that. And then you hit them, almost definitely going to hit them, and then you hope they DI in, and then if they DI in, you get a back arrow for it. And that same flow chart happened to Leo every single time. So basically everything that went good for Best Ness and bad for Leo happened over and over and over and over.
And now for Piranha Plant's weaknesses, his recovery is very exploitable, as you can just hit him, or you can counter his recovery. You can as well.
Once.
Yeah, he didn't. Leo
didn't actually hit him a single time.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to fight Piranha Plant. Like, you can do that. You can 2-frame Piranha Plant for trying to recover. Like, he could actually just forward smash at the Legend and would
you can threaten Ledge Trumps because it's not risky. It's less risky than it is versus most characters.
Yeah, as well.
He's not really gonna just hit you. He kind of grabs less from way under.
Like you said before, Piranha Plant's down B, you can just roll around it. You can as well jump over it if he like actually angles the pot down towards you at ground level. You can just jump over it. You could also like move all the way back and just hit him. Like you can actually hit his head.
He's like the Dolls of whatever that guy, the Stretch Armstrong guy.
Dawson.
The long, yeah.
You can basically hit his limbs.
Yep.
But like besides that, the character doesn't really have aerials that are safe on shield, so he kind of has to like just jump around and like throw poison at you. Like he actively has to get the charges for that. Otherwise, he's just a sitting duck. That's why it's a type of character to force trades. Because if he doesn't force trades, he's kind of bad. It's just like, oh, you can't hit them. You can't retaliate with anything. You can try and like land on top of them with Nair, but they can just shield and just punish you for that. Like he doesn't have as much as one thinks. It's just if you're not patient and you just try and autopilot against him, you kind of can just blow yourself up. Like it's like generally a counter to just like not being patient enough.
But I think once you're in, you should stay in.
Yeah, you can generally.
His out of shield kind of sucks.
Yeah, he doesn't really have out of shield.
He doesn't really have out of shield at all. So like once you're in, you can just keep like pressuring with offense more than you could in most characters, just because his out of shield sucks. So a lot of time his like Nair to shield is kind of not very good. His roll isn't very good. So he doesn't really have like all his out of shield is like below average. So you can like pressure and attack more than you can get away with against majority because.
Yeah, he's more of a counter hit type character basically.
He's just trying to outpatient you and then trade neutral and anti-air and stuff.
Character's okay.
Online, I think he's high tier.
Online, yes, he is definitely high tier. It's dangerous to fight this thing. You can just lose for no reason. And you can die for no reason as well, because as you saw, Leo got up smash and exploded.
So overall, I think Plant's a pretty average character. Nothing really special, but I mean, I shouldn't say nothing special. Well, I think overall he's kind of average, but then when you go online, I think he's quite a bit above average. Like, he gets quite a bit buffed from the offline to online. So I'd say offline he's like low mid tier. Online, I think he's high tier.
Yeah, pretty much think the same way, because like offline, people can pretty much abuse all his weaknesses. Like, even if they don't normally know about it, they can still like punish some of the things he does. Like, let's say you nair on someone's shield or Piranha Plant. Well, everyone's just gonna be like, I don't know much about this character, but I'm just gonna go for this thing. Up, got the punish, and they can just autopilot things like that. Like the more basic retaliation-like things. Online, you can't do that. It's just like, oh, you're looking at it, because like Leo could have upbeat out of shield so many of those in the airs.
He's actually not that good at upbeat out of shield. He's okay. He's only okay at it.
He's only okay at it. But it still would have been so much easier.
It would have been. It still would have been
free.
It would have been free offline.
But online, it's like, oh, you gotta think about it because there's lag, and then you have to like time your upbeat out of shield, like all kinds of things, just because of lag.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, character kind of almost reaching broke levels online. Almost reaching broke levels, but just
how are you gonna say high tier and then almost reach broke levels?
It's because like if he had
broke is like top of top.
It's like if he had an out of shield, for example, that character would be too wild online, but he doesn't. And having
he doesn't have even close to an out of shield.
Yeah, exactly.
It's horrible.
Yeah, but if he had at least just one, just a little bit of a one,
like an Ivysaur Nair.
Like if he had like, no, it's much worse. Sadly, much worse.
I don't know if it's actually even worse. In fact,
no,
I actually think it's better. It actually combos to grab. Landing Nair combos to grab. And
yeah.
I saw Bestness do it to Leo multiple times.
Yeah, but
it's always ledge jump Nair, landing Nair, and then grab.
Like Ivysaurs can just.
Okay, I've had times where I fought Ivysaurs who did landing Nair, and I'd literally just upbeat it.
Okay, but have you got hit by it from like a full hop, or like, let's say you got hit.
Okay, actually, so Plants is better at landing. Obviously it's better at rising.
Yeah, and Ivysaur can
I wasn't thinking of I was thinking only landing.
Oh no. But like Ivysaur can at least.
Okay, they're good in different things.
Yeah, but Ivysaur's part is just like, oh,
Plant,
at least Nair.
Plant really
wants shield.
Plant really likes to ledge, at least online. Plant really likes to ledge jump landing Nair.
Yeah, like
I noticed that from that.
The character kind of has like a good jump. That's why. But like other characters, you can't. A character is pretty much somewhat built for Wi-Fi. It's just if it had an out of shield, it'd be too strong. But it doesn't, so it's only high tier.
Alright guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, let us know what you think of Piranha Plant, and thanks for watching.